Well, this is kind of what I was hoping for.
Well, that was really a coming out party for McTavish, wasn't it?
Well, in a barn burner game that brought him within 2 points of the lead of the rookie scoring race, yeah, this was definitely a coming out party. Hello, everybody, and welcome to DDFR number 40 on the season. Today, we are going to react to the Anaheim Ducks beating the San Jose Sharks in Anaheim for the final meeting between these two teams, 5-4 in overtime. All right, let's hop right into it. All right, looking at the 3 stars of the game, ESPN got this right. Mason McTavish, monster game. Monster game. 2 goals, 2 assists. This is the first time he's ever scored 2 goals in the NHL, and this is the first time he's ever gotten 4 points in the NHL. Great game by him. John Klingberg definitely deserves the 2nd star. Fantastic setup for the first Anaheim Ducks goal, and he was the finisher on the last Anaheim Ducks goal, both getting the Ducks going on offense and finishing the night for the Ducks. Timo Meier, pretty decent pick from the Sharks. He has 2 2-goal games against Anaheim this year, and yeah, it's pretty understandable why he was named the 3rd star of the game. Alright, so before we hop into the first period, some things we should probably discuss. Anthony Stolarz gets to start this game. Colton White draws into the lineup for Kevin Shattenkirk, who's out with the illness. It's probably a stomach bug or the flu or something like that, because they didn't specify that it was in COVID protocol, so we're just assuming that it was something pretty minor. The goaltending matchup was Anthony Stolarz versus Kaapo Kähkönen. These goalies did not have great outings. Kähkönen actually made some really good saves on the Ducks. It seemed like the Ducks had a lot more high-scoring chances than the Sharks. So this was really a tire fire, and it started right off of the bat. Barabanov and Nieto get a 2-on-1 off of a feed from Edward Vlasic, and Barabanov just saucers it over to Nieto, who just taps it in. It's a goal you kind of hope that Stolarz has, but it's understandable why he lets that one in. Wasn't a fantastic outing for either of the goalies, but yeah, that first one you hope Stolarz would have. However, it's very obvious that he just was not on it tonight. Steven Lorentz scores on a tip from an Erik Karlsson point shot. Can't really fault Stolarz on this one. The tip was lower slot area, so it's harder to react to a tip that happens so quick before it gets to you. So, I mean, you would hope that he squares up a little bit more to this one, but this one is more understandable. Ducks go down 2-0 early, and yeah, they fight back. Klingberg, like I talked about earlier, great play, toe drags around a defender, and sets up Zegras, who snipes up and over Kähkönen's shoulder, gets the Ducks on the board. And then this next goal by Ryan Strome, it was orchestrated by Mason McTavish. Mason McTavish has this aura about him that makes people think he's going to shoot when he's definitely going to pass. He froze 2 or 3 Sharks defenders and just slides this backdoor to Ryan Strome, waiting for a tap-in. Ducks tie the game with right around 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first period, and they hold on to take it 2-2 into the break. On the Sharks' 3rd goal of the game, Kevin Labanc just kind of throws this on net from the wall after a turnover in the defensive zone from the Ducks. And yeah, Timo Meier gets a little bit of a tip on it. Again, this is one you kind of want Stolarz to have. Like, he had a screen in front of him and it got tipped, but this is one that the redirection wasn't all that a big direction change. It really wasn't. It wasn't really redirected. It was more just tipped. Ducks actually get a really fortunate bounce in this game. Silfverberg dumps this puck in. It goes off of the stanchion, and Kähkönen went behind his net to try and play the puck. The puck pops out right in front of the crease. McTavish was crashing in, and he just gets a tap in. Like, this wasn't a very skilled play, but it was Mason McTavish being where he needed to be. And Ducks tied the game up at 3, only for the moment. And then, yet again, Timo Meier with another tip in front. Ducks defense didn't do a great job of tying up the sticks of the Sharks in front. Obviously, in the second period, they have 2 tips by Timo Meier, both of them by Timo Meier, off of shots, both of them by Kevin Labanc. Again, the shot wasn't that redirected. It was redirected down. I'm not going to fault Stolarz on this one, but you got to have one of those two. One of those two you got to have. So, talking about how the Ducks had a break earlier in the game, they get another one. They get another one thanks to Cale Makar. And I know what you're thinking. What does Cale Makar have anything to do with anything regarding a game versus the Ducks and the Sharks? Well, the answer is Cale Makar has altered the offside rule forever. So for those of you who do not know, in the playoffs, Cale Makar he scored a goal, and the goal was called onside because he did not touch the puck when he received a pass and took the puck into the offensive zone. So he brought the puck into the offensive zone on his own accord, but he did not touch the puck in the offensive zone until his teammate got onside. That's what happened here. I think this is kind of a bullshit rule because they have possession of the puck. Just because they're not touching the puck in the moment does not mean they don't have possession. When you enter the zone with possession of the puck and your teammate is already in the zone before the puck crosses the blue line, that is offsides. This was a bullshit call that Cale Makar has made a precedent. Adam Henrique was well offside, and Mason McTavish, great shot by McTavish, beautiful wrister. We've seen his one-timer, but this wrist shot, gorgeous. Mason McTavish thought it was offside. Ducks get a break. Goal is called a good goal. They get a power play, can't do anything with it, but they tie the game and send it to overtime. In overtime, Mason McTavish, you're dirty. You are filthy. You are filthy, filthy boy. He intercepts a pass, and then he one hand little flick right over to Troy Terry. Troy Terry, bearing down on Capo Kakinen. He's going to shoot it, right? He's a goal scorer. He's going to shoot it. Nope. He finds John Klingberg coming in from the point, and Klingberg just rips it by Kakinen. Ducks win 5-4 in overtime. Hard-fought game by the Ducks. They get lucky a few times, but the team didn't give up the entire game. And it was really nice to watch the offense explode like this. As you can see here, expected goals for. The score should have been switched. The Sharks probably should have gotten this 5th goal, and the Ducks probably should have only stayed at 4. Stolarz saving a .96 goals above expected, while Kakinen let in .97 more goals than expected. It wasn't a goaltending battle. It really wasn't. These were two offenses just pounding away at each other. I would have liked to see this deserve to win a meter be a little bit more 50-50 instead of 40-60, because that's more what it's towards here is 40-60. But again, Ducks played okay to where they could be in the game, which is progress from earlier in the season when they were getting played out of games in the second period. Ducks play against the Bruins on Sunday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. This is the Boston Bruins, who are the best team, bar none, in the league, against Ducks, who are one of the worst teams in the league. It's not even close. Okay, this is bad. 3, 2. Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Ducks play against the Bruins in Anaheim. This is the Boston Bruins, the best team in the league, bar none, against Anaheim, one of the worst teams in the league. However, Bruins will be coming off of a back-to-back against the San Jose Sharks. And, they're playing literally 22 hours since the start of their last game. This will be a game where the Ducks could take advantage of a tired Bruins squad. They did hold the Bruins to a 2-1 shootout victory over them in the first game of the season. This is going to be the last game of the season for the Ducks and the Bruins. I would really like to see the Ducks win this game. It would be quite interesting. And yeah, Pastrnak at 27 goals, 25 assists for 52 points. He's just been dominating this year. David Krejci looks really good again. Bergeron, Marchand playing like they usually do. Troy Terry leading this team, and we will see. It'll probably be a John Gibson versus, my guess is, Jeremy Swayman matchup, and we'll hope that the Ducks can take it to a tired Bruins squad. The game will be on Bally Sports West for anybody in Southern California. Anybody in the Boston, Massachusetts area, it'll be on Nesson. And for the rest of the United States, you're looking at ESPN+, while Canada, you're probably looking at Sportsnet. Alright, that is it for this one. Thank you all so much for showing up and supporting. I appreciate everybody who watches the DDFRs. Hit that like button if you like what you saw. Hit that subscribe button if you really like it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.